Hello, everybody. It's me, Mark, with Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. Today we're going to do an unboxing, and I blame this unboxing on Robbie Josephs. In one of our chat groups, Robbie Josephs posted a question: what is the one Golden Age book you're currently hunting, Silver Age book you're currently hunting, and Bronze Age book you're currently hunting? Well, I'm not hunting any Golden Age books. They're quite expensive, the ones I would really like. But when I do come across a Golden Age book, if it's priced right, I'll pick it up. So it's not really hunting, it's more like finding. Same with Silver Age. But Bronze Age, those are books I can afford. And so I am hunting for a few. So after answering the question, I said to myself, well, let me go online and see what's been going on, because I haven't looked for 3 or 4 months now. And so I went and I looked and I found one, and it was on My Comic Shop. They did have one. I'm not a fan of My Comic Shop, but they had a or best offer, so I put in a low or best offer bid, and the seller accepted it, which I was surprised. I paid for it, they sent it, and it got here today. So let's see what Bronze Age book I got today. Ooh, sorry, it's got bubble wrap. All right, I can toss the bubble wrap on the floor because Sammy the dog, I believe, is out in the yard sunbathing. So today we got Fast Willie Jackson #1. This is a book I've been looking for a while. It's by Fitzgerald Publications, and it came out in 1976. The series ran until 1977, I believe. And it was created to fill a perceived need serving a demographic that had been underrepresented in American comic books. At the time, Archie comics featured very few characters that were not Caucasian. They had Chuck and they had Nancy. And Chuck really was only popular, I believe it was Life with Archie, which were the more adventurous ones that dealt with sports and camping and stuff like that. Fast Willie Jackson followed Archie's path of short strips focused on friends and hijinks, but with a bit of a political lean. Fast Willie was a lot like Archie Andrews. That's Fast Willie there in the red pants. Red pants, 1970s. Woohoo! He was well liked. He was fun. He was able to talk his way out of most problems and issues that he ran into. We got Dee Dee here. That's the girl. Dee Dee was a lot like Veronica. She was slightly snobbish, and she was obsessed with fashion. I believe that's JoJo in the back with the blue hat. No, JoJo's got the red hat. I'm sorry. It's JoJo in the red hat, and if he looks like Jimmy Walker off of Good Times, there's a good reason for that. This was put out about the same time, and he is pretty much I don't want to say a ripoff, but very heavily based on J.J. Walker from Good Times with dynamite and stuff like that. Older viewers will remember the show. The younger viewers probably won't remember the show at all. Jabbar was a part of the people. He's the one in the blue hat with the glasses. Yeah, he's always wearing the glasses. He's in the back there. He was kind of like the power to the people type militant character. Hannibal in the yellow shirt. Hannibal was their version of Moose. He was the strong, muscular guy, but he was very friendly. He wasn't like Moose because he didn't have a midge to make him jealous and threaten everybody all the time. And then you've got Frankie here in the green hat. Frankie is their version of Reggie. He was a little bit wealthy, and he was very I'm better than you type attitude with everything. And they all hung out at a, what was the place called? It was called the Spanish Main. And it was owned by a Puerto Rican character named Jose Martinez. He owned the local shop, which was like Pops. Like I said, it was the Spanish Main. But he also owned the Karate Kung Fu Studio, which was kind of fun because anyone that was around in the mid-70s remembers the big, Kung Fu, karate, ninja type stuff that was going on at the time. And then there was Officer Flag. He was the dim-witted policeman. He was dim-witted, but he was very nice to everybody, and everyone was usually pretty nice to him. Even though they called him the man all the time, he was a fun character too. The main writer was Fitzgerald himself, and the artist was, let's see if I can show it on here, G. Limoni. I think I pronounced that right. That was like a pen name for Henry Scarpelli. Henry Scarpelli was the artist at Archie at the time. That's why the characters have that Archie house style look to them. But he also did Millie the Marvel for Marvel, Swinging with Scooter for DC, the Beverly Hillbillies for Dell Comics, and I believe he did Abbott and Costello for the Charlton series at the time. Sadly, the comic only lasted 7 issues. It didn't have very good distribution, so many readers never encountered the comic up at the newsstands. They are kind of collectible. They're not super cheap like regular Archie or Archie knockoffs of the time. I believe it's issue 5 or 6 that has Dee Dee at the beach in a bikini, and that's the really big issue that everybody's looking for. The thing I really like about the Fast Willie Jackson stories, it was created to give readers the opportunity to see people like them in comic books. And that was something different back in the 70s. It's very common nowadays. Even Archie's very all-encompassing. They have multi-cultures, they have multi-religions, they have multi-sexual preferences, but they try to be all-inclusive for everybody to enjoy their comics. So if you've made it this far, if you could, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when that new stuff does come out. Later, on the 28th of this month, I will be doing my 1-year anniversary. I will be pulling out all of my big books that I've been able to gather over the past year. It's hard to believe Mark's Issues with Archie Comics has been around for an entire year now. And I want to thank everybody. It's not just about the paper, it's about the people. The people that I've met through this channel, the people I've met through the comic shops, the chat groups, and other YouTube channels. That's what's really important to me. This is just paper. Everyone that watches, you're people, you're my fam. So I really appreciate it. So remember, everybody, read your comics, enjoy your comics. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.